Hello everyone, welcome to De-Roofing Dentistry. This is Dr. Kushali Arora, and in today's lecture, we will be discussing Zsigmondy Palmer tooth numbering system. It is one of the most important tooth numbering systems used in the dental anatomy and clinical dentistry. In the previous lecture, we discussed the universal tooth numbering system, and today we will focus on the Palmer notation system, also called the Zsigmondy Palmer system. Okay, so let's begin. So this system was introduced by Adolf Zsigmondy, and then it was later modified by Corydon Palmer. As you can see here, Adolf Zsigmondy and Corydon Palmer. And that is why the system is called the Zsigmondy Palmer Notation System. This system identifies the teeth using the numbers or letters and the quadrant notation. Okay, so unlike the universal system, this system does not number the teeth continuously from 1 to 32. Instead, each quadrant is treated separately. Now, so the mouth is divided into 4 quadrants. These are the upper right side, upper left side, lower left side, and lower right side. So basically, we are going to draw a vertical line from the upper midline to the lower midline vertically, and then we are going to draw a horizontal line which will separate the arches, the maxillary arch and the mandibular arch. Okay, so this is how we will separate the quadrants. Now within each quadrant, teeth are numbered from midline and moves posteriorly. Okay, we'll start numbering from the midline and we'll move posteriorly. And this is the most important concept in the Palmer notation. So always remember this. Okay, that we are going to start numbering from the midline and will move posteriorly. So the permanent teeth in each quadrant are numbered from 1 to 8. Now let's understand what each number represents. So I'll just zoom in this picture. So central incisor is number 1, lateral incisor number 2, canine will be number 3, first premolar number 4, second premolar number 5, first molar number 6, second molar number 7, and third molar number 8. Very easy to remember because numbering always starts from the center, from the midline, and it's going to move posteriorly. Okay. Now students often ask, if every quadrant contains number 1 to 8, then how do we know which tooth belongs to which quadrant? And this is where the quadrant symbol becomes important. Okay, so each quadrant have a specific symbol. So for the upper right side, we have this symbol. Okay, and then for the upper left side, we have L. Lower left side will be represented by this, and the lower right side like this. Okay, now let's take some examples. So if you want to represent the maxillary right central incisor, here, okay, maxillary right central incisor. So in the Palmer notation, central incisor is number 1, and then it's the upper right quadrant. So it will be like this. Okay, so this is how you denote the upper right central incisor. Now for the mandibular left canine. Mandibular left canine. So canine is number 3, and then it's the mandibular and it's left side. Okay, is this easy, right? So now let's take another example. Maxillary left first molar. So we'll go one by one. It's the first molar. Okay, so number 6. Then it's a maxillary tooth. So we'll draw the horizontal line under the number. Then it's on the left side. So we'll draw the vertical line like this. So this is how you'll denote the maxillary left first molar. Okay, so here's the trick. Imagine the mount divided into 4 boxes and each box contains number 1 to 8. The only thing that's changing here is the quadrant. Now let's move on to the primary dentition. So primary teeth are represented using A to E, and again the labeling starts from the midline. Okay, it will go posteriorly. All right, so primary teeth are lettered as A for the central incisor, B for the lateral incisor, C for the canine, D for the first molar, and E for the second molar. Now remember, primary dentition does not contain a premolar, and this is why only 5 teeth are present in each quadrant. Okay, so now let's again take some examples. So for example, primary maxillary right canine. Okay, so it's a canine, so it will be denoted with letter C. So you'll write C. Then it's an upper, it's a maxillary tooth, so you'll draw a horizontal line on the bottom of that letter, and then it's on the right side, so you'll draw a vertical line on the left side of that letter. So this is how you denote the primary maxillary right canine. Okay, now primary mandibular left second molar. Now, so it's a primary tooth and it's a second molar. So second molar is denoted with letter E. So we have E here. Then it's a mandibular tooth. So we'll draw a horizontal line on the top of the letter. Then it's a left side tooth. So we are going to draw the vertical line on the opposite side. So we are going to draw the vertical line on the right side of that letter. Okay, so this is how you'll represent it. So now some advantages of the Palmer notation system. So it is easy to understand. It's easy to understand. Then it is useful in orthodontics. So orthodontists commonly use Palmer notation because quadrants are clearly separated. Then simple visualization. Okay, you just have to visualize that we have 4 boxes in the mouth. Then these are the advantages. We also do have the disadvantages. So it is difficult to record in computers. Then it is less commonly used because FDI system is easy to record in the computers, and so that one is used internationally. Now let's compare the universal system, the Palmer system, and the FDI system. So the universal system, in universal system, the teeth are numbered from 1 to 32, and it's most commonly used in the United States of America. Now Palmer system, the teeth are numbered from 1 to 8 in each quadrant, and we have to use the quadrant symbol, and this is most commonly used in orthodontics. Okay, now the FDI system is the 2-digit system, and it is widely used internationally. Okay, now clinical importance. The Palmer notation system is important in orthodontic records, extraction, and dental charting. Okay, now common confusions that I've heard about from the students is direction of numbering. So always remember, the direction is from the midline posteriorly. So we are going to start from the midline and we are going to move posteriorly in each quadrant. Then quadrant symbols. So you can either use this or this symbol, okay? And then permanent and primary notation. So the permanent teeth are denoted 1 to 8 and the primary teeth are denoted with letters A to E, okay? And yeah, that is everything about the Zsigmondy Palmer Notation System. So to conclude, the Zsigmondy Palmer Notation System is a quadrant-based tooth numbering system widely used in dentistry, especially in orthodontics. Permanent teeth are numbered from 1 to 8 and the primary teeth are lettered from A to E. And the numbering always starts from the midline and moves posteriorly. A strong understanding in Palmer notation system helps in tooth identification, clinical communication, and orthodontic charting. So practice identifying the teeth regularly until the notation becomes easy and automatic. Thank you everyone for watching my video. If you liked my video, please do share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.